joining with us for a short webinar on how to bootstrap a business and how to start a business or a startup without a VC funding. So thank you all for joining us on the weekend in the late evening. And I guess Siddharth sir is also there. So hi sir, thank you for joining with us. And before proceeding further, let me just give you an agenda of the today's webinar. So the today's webinar is basically, as the title says, the art of bootstrapping a business. It means that uh, starting a business or starting a startup without an external fund, without an angel investment, or without a VC capital firm investment. So just starting a business with the with your own money, or just by doing any kind of jugaad. So today with us we are having Siddharth sir, and to give an introduction about him, he has been in the business from, I guess, it's almost a decade, and he has bootstrapped multiple businesses in a different kind of domain. So I guess Siddharth sir, he is currently founder and CEO of Karkhana Makerspace. It is one of the largest electronics makerspace in the country, and also he is co-founder and CTO of a Pkare, is one of a healthcare company. So sir is having a lot of experiences. Like he has been in the business and have bootstrapped many businesses from the uh, like for an almost a decade. So I guess he's having a lot of experiences in bootstrapping a business. So yeah, sir, hand over to you. Any kind of introduction you want to give for yourself?
Okay, so thanks a lot, Ashutosh, for the kind introduction. And hi, everyone. Very good evening to each and everybody over here. I hope I am audible, loud and clear.
Yes, sir, we're audible.
Perfect, perfect. So I think, yeah, Ashutosh, you have already described me about a lot. And thanks for the invitation for having me here also, and to interact with all the young buddies and share my. I will share my experience about my entrepreneurship journey and how you guys can take ahead this step as well.
Hmm. Sir, I'm having few questions from mine. As I guess most of the students joined here are from the college. Like they will be currently in second year, third year, or maybe few of them are in fourth year. And this is a very wide variety from South India, North India, East India, or West India. Like all across the India, students are there. So,
Right.
it's a very normal and genuine question. Uh, if all these guys who have joined with us are somehow joined this session because they are bit interested in building startup or building businesses, right? So yeah, first year too. Sorry, Abhinav, I haven't mentioned the first year. So yeah, so sir, it's a normal and genuine question, like how a college going student can uh, start themselves, and how they can cultivate this nature of looking into the different ideas and start something on their own.
Right. So I think the question is very genuine, Ashutosh, and very well asked. See, nowadays we are not in the era where just doing a bachelor's degree will actually shape your future, right? Nowadays, if you see the whole ecosystem of India, or not just India, maybe if you can look around the Silicon Valley or Japanese ecosystem or Chinese ecosystem, it's not just about the degree nowadays. Okay, the degree is something which you actually need in year 2000 or 2005, right? Now, everybody wants to earn money, and being a youngster or Gen Z, I can say your demand is not to earn money in a logarithmic graph. You want an exponential curve. Okay. So to get this exponential curve, definitely you have to take a step ahead. Okay. And with just job, definitely getting an exponential growth is bit difficult. Okay. So that's why the culture of startups and this businesses investments is rising up in the college time, right? Even not in college, I will say it also rising in the school area. Okay, I am also mentoring a few of the school students, and they are dreaming of 100 crores and 1,000 crores nowadays. Okay, so it means the mindset is already been ignited, and for doing a business, ultimately, there is no age in India. There is no policy. There is no law. There is no, you can say, agenda. Nothing. Okay. If you are having any good business idea, you can jump into the business and you can earn money from age 10 onwards or age 20 onwards. On the other side, Indian universities or Indian colleges ecosystem is not yet so much built because the educators in that ecosystem are actually trained to get the job or provide the job, right? So
Exactly.
you definitely not find the same ecosystem everywhere. I'm not talking about the only private colleges. Even many of the IITs doesn't have the same ecosystem. Okay, so that is something which is your inner self, where if you want to stand out from the crowd and you don't want to be the part of that rat race, you should jump into this ecosystem, taste it. If it is sweet, it's good. If it is not, it will be experience. Because at the end, there is no loss from your pocket. It's just a time investment, right? So that's all about from my side. Like if you are actually looking forward to start something in college time.
Okay, fine. I guess uh, uh, many of you have got at least an idea, uh, sir. But I'm having one question. Like, how can someone explore different kind of domain, and which domain currently is a very hot, or like for the next 5 to 10 years, this going to be be playing a major role in the tech ecosystem, or maybe in the different ecosystem. So how they will start exploring the different kind of which path they should took, because in college people are very confused, and also they are not having that much of exposure.
Yeah, see, I'm just talking about something which is not related to tech right now. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you see the business ecosystem, any business can be at any level. Let's take an example. L'Oreal was also there, beauty products were also there. But Mama or maybe Beardo came into the market. They
Yes,
have taken
right.
the complete market and they have taken a good growth. Now they are up to the IPO. But on the other side, if you see the Indian tech ecosystem, we are still a SaaS-based, or you can say outsourcing country, right?
Agree.
We maximum outsource our resources because the reason is, if you see the investment point of angle from the VC side or the angel investment side, in softwares, people really don't invest a lot, don't really invest a lot. The reason is because the long-term game,
Hmm.
right? Let's
Right.
say I said I am developing one app and that app can do X, Y, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you go to the investor, investor will say, when I will get the money. You will say, sir, when I have 100 crore customers. So 100 crore means that investor has to invest around at least 5 years of his money or block 5 years of the money. Right? I
Exactly.
agree my point.
Hmm.
So into the technology, into the deep tech, I am saying particularly like embedded systems, IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, right? The Indian startup ecosystem is not yet matured. It's in the initial growth, right?
Hmm.
So you can take ahead, you can go ahead, you can take the step. But if you are building the same technology outside India, let's say Dubai, okay, you will get a good mileage. But if you are developing the same ecosystem in India, investors don't might not like you because they don't want to block their money, right? But yeah, for the coming future, I can say if you are a really tech guy, you should start working from now onwards on the blockchain, right? Then you should shift towards the virtual reality or augmented reality, I can say. Next, the big thing is the quantum computing, and in India, it's the embedded and IoT product development. So these 4 5 sectors, you will definitely see a exponential growth in the coming years.
And from the starting of this year, or maybe from the mid of the 2020 also, we are seeing a exponential growth in AI field. So
Right.
what was your comment on that, sir? Like, is a college
Uh,
going students can start a startup or company in that sector or not, or maybe it's required a very hard tech.
yeah, Ashutosh, to be very frank, what I have seen. in the Indian ecosystem is we don't want to burn, but we need a bun. Okay.
Mm.
So the reason is
Exactly right.
we cannot build those type of startups without knowledge. To be very frank,
Mm-hmm.
we really appreciate open AI and Chat GPT and all, but you don't know the work behind that ecosystem or that
Right,
behind that
right,
startup,
exactly.
right? Designing an algorithm, designing a hardware, designing a product is not an easy challenge. Okay,
Mm.
you need a lot of good education and not just theory. You need a practical education. Okay, so that's the first important thing that everyone should take care. It's not about you just read overnight and write the exam. With this, definitely you can't make any startup. You need a depth knowledge. Your team should be very appropriate. Just just for the sake of your friendship, if you are starting a startup, I must say don't do that. Okay, hire or make friend or make a team of good and brilliant minds. Okay, because at the end, what generally happens, the one will be the engine, rest will be the wagons. Okay,
Right.
so if you really want to boost your capital or investment or basically profits, so you all partners should be the engine, right? And they can be engine in different aspects. One is the MBA guy, one is the sales guy, one is the uh, technology guy, right? And on the other part, Ashutosh, what I have seen is like why I'm saying, because they all are in the might be in the college, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they should get an example. Why I'm saying, being into this industry from last 10 years or decade, what I have seen is nowadays we are just thinking of outcomes, but we are not thinking of the process.
I guess in our Indian ecosystem, I guess 99.9% of the people are same. We
Right?
need to raise this round, and we will be having this amount of money
Correct.
in
But
our bank.
yes, but it's not easy. Frankly speaking, in India, there are around till date there are around 27 lakhs startups registered in Indian ecosystem. Out of that, hardly 125 are unicorns so far. And
Hmm.
if I really say, 70% startup close within a year. The reason is they jump into the same mindset. I will start a startup. Government will give me a grant. I will get a VC investment. So their mindset is just on the money. They never think of making a good
Business.
product, good business model, good idea. They are not actually solving the problem. I will make another Ola. I will make another Swiggy. They are thinking like that. Okay.
No, we will make
So
another Uber
yes.
on broader
So
perspective.
so understand. Even I am saying right now, and even Ashutosh will agree on that. A good startup or good business at least take 10 years.
Exactly.
Okay, at least take 10 years, because see, if Ashutosh asks me, or if somebody from the group asks me to invest on you, I will never invest on you,
Hmm.
right? Because for me, you are still a child. You have never seen the globe. You have never seen, or you have never met thousands of people yet, right?
Exactly.
So it never worked like that. If I give an example of the very popular startup known as Bharat Pay, right?
Hmm.
So the investment comes on the face value of a sneer, not on the face value of the IIT child. Okay,
Right.
the
Exactly.
idea is good, technology is good, everything is good, but you need a one Superman or a Shaktiman who can take your startup forward, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that should you should all keep in mind.
Yes, correct, sir. Yeah, right. So one more question, sir. I'm having that it's a like in basically what I guess in our Indian ecosystem,
Hmm.
uh, uh, like in recent, I guess 10 to 15 years, it's been like starting a startup means uh, uh, from the back of the mind, or maybe like now it's get incubated in the everyone's mind key to run a business. You have to take investment. You have to take investment from VC, from angel investment. But like I am also running a startup from, I guess it's almost 4 years without any angel investment, without any kind of money, taking money from outside our organization.
Hmm.
So but when we go to like 15 year or 20 years back, the like the all the giants in the different kind of sector has been built without taking any kind of money from outside. So like, what's your comment on this, sir?
Uh, See, Ashutosh, the point is, as I said, like the market and the culture is made like the government is always pushing investment, funding, and all and all. Okay. But to be very frank, the good business is only made on self money or
Hmm.
self invested money, I can say. Because I just want to add one Hindi word over here. जब तक अपना नहीं लगता जब तक दर्द नहीं होता ठीक है. So the point over here is until unless you invest your own money or hard-earned money, you will never realize like how painful it is to lose the money, right? So if you really want to start a business, I must say try to make a business model where your business can sustain self initially few years,
Hmm.
right? Let's say you want to start something in West Bengal. So pick one city, Calcutta. Okay, start the business over there. Try to capture at least 100 customers from Calcutta. Show your graph to the investor. Then take the money for the growth, not for the bootstrapping. Okay. If you really want to growth, take the growth step of the next stage. Then take loan or investments. But just for the bootstrapping, never take that. Okay, else investor will actually eat you. बर्बाद कर देगा.
Yeah, exactly right, sir. I guess it's clear to everyone regarding how it's to take money and put your own money in the business. One more question I'm having, sir. Like, uh, does it really like, whenever we talk about a business or a startup, uh, it feels like in the starting we have to invest, either taking your own money or with your own money, or taking money from someone else. So it's like whenever you are starting, you have to uh, invest a lot of money from your end. Not I'm not saying regarding ki how much hard work and time you need to put. Besides hard work and time, it's in a preoccupied mind that we also need to put a lot of uh, money of before starting a business. So is this a true?
Yeah, frankly speaking, Ashutosh, I'm just saying for the students right now, if
Mm,
you really have any good genuine problem which you can solve, never try to jump directly on the business model. First, create a software, create an app, create a device. Okay, try and pilot within your student college circle. Why I always say being an educator and entrepreneur, I always say the college is the best time to start because there you are getting pocket money from home. You
mm,
have at least 1,000 students in your college, which you can directly approach.
exactly.
You have faculties who can actually become your mentors, right?
Mm,
And you have 4 years, bloody 4 years to make something successful. Okay.
exactly.
So,
And plus one more thing I want to add, sir. You are having a lot of resources that you can
yes,
utilize in the colleges. Like, many of your friends will be there in the tech who will know full stack development. Many of will be
correct,
there who will do sales. They will not take any money from you. Also, they will talk. They will do the work on the basis of the friendship how you are maintaining.
correct,
So
correct.
that's, I guess,
And
is the one of the biggest advantages.
if you pick any of the top startup in India, they always started by the college friends. Not in college, but the friends are from college.
Well, I guess Flipkart, if you take like one
Yes,
of the
you can take
largest
Flipkart,
company,
an
largest
academy,
startup ever
upgrade,
built in
whatever.
Indian ecosystem.
Yes. They all are the college friends only. Although they have not started in college, but they all are the college friends. So they might be the good friends in the college.
Exactly. Okay, so I guess now I guess, sir, we will open for Q&A session. So I guess if
Sure.
any one of you them are having any question, they can ask. So guys, Siddharth sir is now open for Q&A session. So if any one of you are having any kind of question, you can ask by turning on your mic, or maybe by putting that in the chat. So if any one of you are having any question, yeah, Anurag is there. Hi, Anurag.
Hi, sir. Siddharth, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
hi, Anurag.
as you said everything, since you are from the field development, so although I have the answers for some of the questions that I'm going to ask, but still I want to know whether it's the proper or not. So I am asking you.
Hi, yeah,
So,
Anurag,
sir,
please go ahead.
yeah. So, sir, my first thing is that, say, if I'm doing any sort of startup, then there is always in my mentality that what could be the risks in the particular startup? Because even if I am overcoming the fear of losing it, or losing my resources, or losing my money within the startup, even if I overcome it, but still there is an issue that how am I going to assess the risk within that particular startup? So, what would you suggest as the best way for the risk assessment and the risk management when I'm starting a startup?
Great question.
Well, okay. So yeah, Anurag, it's definitely a great question, and this problem you will always find on each step of your ladder. Okay. Now, to minimize that risk, you should do your SWOT analysis. Okay. First, the company SWOT analysis. What are the strengths, weakness, and other two of your threats and opportunities for your company, and also of your team SWOT analysis. Okay, let's say you hired a person who is not at all actually a good full stack developer. Let's say an example. But in the CV, he has mentioned, I know React.js, I know Node.js, and whatever, XYZ. And you hired that guy. Now, after 3 months or 2 months, you will realize that guy doesn't know anything, right? So it means to say you have invested your time for hiring, and also you have invested the time next 3 months on the same guy, right? So just a minimum to minimum, I am saying this is just a one vertical I am saying for the minimizing risk. In the other cases, let's take an example. You are investing your money, and out of that, you are not getting the business. Now, being a bania, our mentality is you have to go there where the money is. Money will never come to you. Understand this mindset. People
Mm.
think I will make one Ola Uber app from Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh, okay, and it will run in Bangalore. No, okay, it's never like that. So, uh, whenever you are starting any business, always try to connect with the first connects or first network. Means, let's say within your family, within your first network friends. There you try to make the money. Okay, then go to the second connection, then go to the global or the state wise. Then the minimum risk is there.
Okay, sir.
Exactly. So
Sir,
yeah,
I have another.
yeah,
Uh,
Anurag, please go ahead.
Okay. Sir, say if I'm starting a startup or any sort of business, what should be my psychology towards my initial clients?
I'm not getting it. Please say it again.
He's asking, sir, ki if he's starting a startup in a particular domain, so what should be his psychology when he's dealing with client towards client, right, Anurag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're asking me like you have a ready product. Now you want to sell to the client, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, Anurag, I just want to clear one thing in for everybody. Whenever we are creating a product, create a product keeping that understanding in mind. You are not creating for yourself. Okay, you are creating for the front one.
Mm.
Okay, so that is the first thing. Second thing, most of the tech entrepreneurs love their idea. Like they say, whatever I am doing, it will sell. Okay, but it's not like that. Okay, please make sure. So keeping these two things in mind. Now, suppose you solve one genuine problem. Whenever you are creating a product in your journey, always take the multiple feedback from the customer at every step. That will actually increase the sales ratio for your client, right? Let's say I have a one edtech startup. I have also one healthcare company. Now, in healthcare company, we are creating a product, okay? But it's not like I will develop a product by myself and then simply jump into the market. No, at every level, even in the design, even the app designing, cloud designing, sensor technology, adoption of a sensor, everything and every step, I have to take the client feedback. So I have few customers who will be my initial clients when I launch the product. And how I make them the few customers or the like by taking and calling them in my some events or maybe some boot camps or maybe some health camps like that, right? So in this way, you can make the initial clients. and mouth marketing is still the best marketing in India. So if one mother says to another mother, you have to buy this, she will buy it. And one mother in your colony will say, okay, this product I like. So around 16 mothers will buy the same product. Getting my point?
Exactly.
So
Yes, sir.
this is one thing. On the other ecosystem, if you don't know, every mother is running WhatsApp group in India. Okay. And whatever the product came in that WhatsApp group, they have a close marketing strategies. Okay. So if somebody sells
Yes,
something,
sir.
they all buy the same product. Okay.
Yeah.
So like this, you have to make a good strategy and try to understand the customer. See, Reliance never come to you. Okay, you went to Reliance. Jio never come to your house. But if your product is something which is addressing the whole ecosystem or whole age group, that is good. But if you are trying to sell a premium watch, so obviously who will be the customer? If you're trying to sell some toys, who will be the customer? So you should clear with that. Then only you can figure out the right direction for your client.
Okay, sir.
So I guess
So I
you
have
got,
a
yeah,
so I have a last question. Last question, if you don't mind.
yeah, Anurag, please.
Yeah. Sir, in last ninth, say almost about 3 years back or 4 years back, I started a small sort of startup like in the edge field. Okay. But and in that thing, I hired some people, although not really hired, but they actually worked with me. So some people were mature and they were understanding, but they never had that sort of that complete knowledge within that particular field. Similarly, some people are there who were completely knowledgeable, but they were not that particular mature. So what happened is that when the COVID was hit, so because of those management issues, I had to shut down that. So as you mentioned previously, that whom I should take as my engine for my startup along with me. So I would like to ask you that whom I should prefer uh, uh, within that particular management team, a person who is well matured and versed, uh, but not holds much knowledge, a sufficient amount of knowledge in the field, or a person who is much knowledgeable, but in terms of maturity and understanding, that person is not that what is the first.
Okay. So, Anurag, to be very clever over here, when I do hiring in my company, the first thing which I saw is the motivation or the energy that guy or the girl has, right? The reason is because if that person is highly motivated and a learning centric, okay, then he or she can learn anything and make it successful. On the other side, if you are hiring smarter people than you, now there are two things. If you hire a smarter people than you, then they can take your company ahead. Also, on the other side, they can break your idea, they can pick up your idea and start their own. Right
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
if you are hiring someone, must first of all see the first quality. Obviously, skills matter. Okay, I'm not saying skill doesn't matter, but the second thing is the eagerness of learning. Right, eagerness of growing or growth. Whether he really wants to grow with you or he just independent seeing the future. Because if somebody is actually looking the independent growth, they cannot sustain anywhere. They will switch company every year, right? But if they follow your company vision, if they follow your goals, they will definitely stick with you, right? Either you should be a good motivator or good convincer. That is one quality that you have to build, being a founder or a CEO, or else you have to rely on the employees. They will come and go, and it's a part of a startup journey or any business. People will come and people will go. Never make the relation with them. As simple as that, right?
Yeah.
So any Sundar Pichai never asked their employees, "Hi buddy, how are you? Why are you leaving? Why are you joining?" No. If you're coming, good. If you're not coming, that's also good. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Right.
Uh, any further question? I guess Sivans, you were raising hand. You're having any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So any other question from anyone? You can
Just
raise
if
your
you want
hand.
to know, Ashutosh, I think I just personally want to know like from which college everybody is. Like you can write in
Uh,
chat box
okay. So guys, can you please write in the chat box that which college you are from?
or which course you have opted for, like BTech, CSE or something.
Yeah, VIT, KIT, VIT, MIUT, MUIT, KIT, ETC.
Great. So I think the VIT Vellore has one startup. This one on the taking the drones, which last year also in this Shark Tank.
Acha, what's the name of that startup, sir? I haven't watched
I'm
it.
just forgetting the name. I know that guy Divyansh is there. I'm just losing the name of that person right now.
So how they are doing now?
Yeah,
I
they're
guess.
doing great.
Oh,
Yes,
in
they're
in drone ecosystem also, sir. I guess a lot of startup has came. I guess one startup is also there from Bhubaneswar, IG Drones. They have
yes,
also
yes.
bagged
They're
some
also doing
government projects and all. They have also, I guess, tied up with the Indian military to for their uh, observation or monetary with the drone over the border, I
yes,
guess.
yes. Border and also they have found like got the contract from IRCTC as well.
IRCTC, okay, for the
Yes,
track
yes,
observation,
yes.
right? Okay, got it. So yeah, guys, any one of you are having any question?
FPV
Uh,
drones. The company name is FPV drones.
okay,
It's a
okay.
VIT
So
Bellows startup.
any one
And
of
college
you
invested 50 lakh rupees. College has invested. The
college has
college has
invested
invested.
50 lakh rupees. Oh
Yes.
wow. So guys, those who are from VIT, at least you can take the inspiration from
VIT
this
has a good
stuff.
ecosystem. Frankly speaking, VIT is a very good ecosystem. If you have a really genuine idea, you can go to directly your chancellor or chairman. They will invest.
Yeah, we as far as we have been in the education sector, so we have interacted with the different colleges. So when it's come to VIT, either it is Vellore or Bhopal or Chennai campus, students are also quite uh, they are also quite
Right.
lean towards learning the new things rather than how we operates in uh, other states on in other tier 2 or tier 3 colleges.
Correct, correct. And even
So
like for the kit is doing really good in terms of building a startup and maturing them. But I don't know what is happening about the student ecosystem. But for the mature startups, it's going good.
I guess Anurag
Yes, they
is.
have an investment session every year.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And
Great.
even the Bidzulani, my alumni college, uh, they have also given like if you are doing a startup, the 1 year is for you. You can do a startup 1 year, and they will give the marks on the basis of that.
Yes, I guess his Beats Plani is, I guess, is founder network or on in entrepreneurship. I guess, I guess it is larger than IIT Bombay.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So yeah, any one of you are having any kind of question. So I guess all these people are graduating at the time when they are having a lot of resources. Like when we have graduated, I guess there was not that much of resources and also not that much of information that we are having at that point of time.
Correct.
Nowadays, you will have you can easily access the best mind of the world through I guess social media, through Twitter, through YouTube. Almost
Very true.
everyone is there. So I guess they are graduating at a very good time.
And Ashutosh, what I feel one thing which is actually taking them back a step is
Mm.
they all are having some fear. I don't know what's the fear actually, but everybody is having the fear. Okay, let's say if somebody wants to approach me, they can't even text me on LinkedIn. Why don't know? Like I don't know why they are having a fear of approaching. I'm not even charging them. I am not even saying anything. Okay,
Mhm.
so first of all, if you are thinking of doing a business, I must say, please remove that fear from your mind. Okay. If you keep on thinking, why should I connect? What they will say, boss, never think of all this. Okay. If you just keep thinking of all this short things, definitely you're not going to get the big outcomes. Without
Exactly.
any fear, approach, whether on Twitter, whether on LinkedIn, just drop them message, give them call on WhatsApp, whatever, right?
Mm.
Because business at the end is always human to human, never brand to brand, is always human to human. I make money on my face value, frankly speaking. Okay.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
don't even know my brand, but you come with my face value. Who is teaching Siddharth sir is there. Who is coming on the sign Siddharth sir is coming, right? Like that, things will work. So
Exactly.
I pay for Ratan Tata. I pay for Kamath, Nikhil Kamath or Nikhil Kamath. I pay for them. I'm not paying for Zerodha and something because I trust the people who are
Hmm.
building the business behind that.
I guess Tata is, I guess, one of the incredible company who has been built in the India, and I guess that group is almost in the every segment, and blind
Right.
trust is there. Blind trust is there, and I
Totally.
don't know how they build this company. It's very hard to build that kind of company, at
See,
least in India.
See, every conglomerate or every big company, I must say, obviously they are backed by the banks, they are backed by the government. Because for a longer run, like let's say
Hmm.
Adani, okay, eventually in last 5 years, Adani is one of the top companies in India. Before that, no one knows about that, right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
if you see the company profile or the investor profile of Adani, they are in the ecosystem from 1990s,
Hmm.
right? They
Hmm.
have a good amount of loans on them from the past 10-20 years, but now because they are expanding their verticals, right, like they are jumping into green energy, they are jumping into consumer market, they are jumping into other many products, airlines also, they are coming up very soon. So in for expanding your chains or verticals, you need money, right? So obviously, who will give you the money? The banks are the only options,
Exactly.
because you cannot go for VC, right?
Hmm.
Being a 1 lakh crore company, you cannot go for VC. Boss, give me 1,000 crore. No,
Hmm.
right? So
Exactly.
like this ecosystem works, and obviously everyone is on the risk. And those who are doing job, they are actually doing job under some businessman. At the end, the top level is always business.
Hmm. Exactly. Got it. So one more question, sir, I'm having at the end, like this is the last question from my end. So, like, in current scenario, what is happening? What I feel is key, uh, building a startup or building a businesses is uh, it's like becoming for a student in their college or for someone who is doing a job. So it's not like they want to start a company, uh, not because they are having some idea or they are having something very serious inside them. They are only starting by seeing others and by seeing how the scenario is getting created, by seeing the Shark Tank or by seeing some entrepreneur over there. So how, but they don't know what the pain besides running a company, what kind of mental pain or maybe mental pain and physical pain you go through while building a business. Maybe some it can happen that it can also erode you financially, almost for more than 5 years, 5 years ahead. So what's your thoughts on this, sir? Because most of the
Uh,
guy I uh, talk with, they only want to start the startup because they think that I will make money, I will be
Correct.
billionaire one day. And I am seeing this on Shark Tank, they raised इतना करोड़. मतलब ऐसा है
uh,
ही नहीं कुछ ना, मतलब ये
मैं
बट लोग
मैं
डाइव कर रहे हैं इसी कारण.
करेक्ट, मैं आपको ना एक एक छोटा सा टास्क देता हूँ. मैं चैट बॉक्स में ना एक लाइन डाल रहा हूँ, ठीक है?
Hmm.
आप इस लाइन को प्लीज गूगल करिए.
How many Indians want to start? How guys, you can also
इस
copy
लाइन
and
को आप
paste
गूगल
this
करिए
on
प्लीज,
Google.
एंड
Let me, I'm
टेल मी द आंसर.
also
Tell me the answer what Google
it's
is giving.
93.6, 93. 0.6% of the Indians so desire to become an entrepreneur. Oh my God.
Right? Now you can imagine the Google says, I'm not saying anything. Google says 93% of the Indian
Matlab
desire
overall
to start something.
94% of the people.
Yes. It means to say, see, in everyone at the end of the day, everyone wants to start something their own, right?
Right.
Okay. And now the same thing is increasing. People are leaving their jobs, very good package jobs, and starting their own. Okay, whatever they want. They open a restaurant, they open a food cart, they open some beer chain, whatever. They jump into real estate, they open some shop. The reason is nowadays the mindset is changing, Ashutosh. Very frankly speaking, if I ask the group how many students are over here, how many love traveling? Can
How
you please
many of
answer
you
in chat
guys
box?
are love traveling? Can you raise your hand? How
Or you
many
can
of
type
you?
in chat box too.
How many of you guys love traveling? Just, I guess.
I can see 50% right now. Obviously, it will go to 60, 70 as well. Okay. Second question I want to
One
ask.
more thing, sir, I want to interrupt while you asked like how many of you guys are love traveling. So whenever I take onboarding of a new intern or of a new employee in a company, sometimes I take onboarding in a bulk. So whenever I ask them for an introduction, so at one time I remember when I was onboarding a group of 10 to 15 students. Okay,
Mhm.
at that time when I asked about what is your hobby, so almost every student says that I love traveling, and at the
Correct.
last I said like यार मैं ही एक हूँ जिनको पसंद नहीं है क्या ये सब.
So, like, I just want to ask other question. Can you please write in chat box which one you prefer a most, money or a peace?
Can you put it in the chat like how many of you
At the end, you
want
need peace or money?
peace or money? It's a very mature question, but as per your perspective, as per your understanding, you guys can put. No, not money and peace. एक choose करना है. One you have to choose. Money. अच्छा, he said that money with peace.
I'm saying at the end, you need peace or money. At the end.
At the end. Like you are at the verge. Now you need money or peace.
See, I hope now I have given my answer. See,
These things
very
are
well.
very strange, sir.
Correct.
Still very strange and very complicated. I don't know, but for money, people can do anything, right?
See, Ashutosh, that's the same thing I'm saying right now. The youth over here, all the people I think belongs to 20-25 age group or maybe less than that. Uh, their parents have made good wealth. Okay, they have one home, they have one like they have roti kapda makan, right? So this basic necessity they have already completed. Now what next? Okay, they don't want home. Okay, they don't want something which can give them pressure. So they want a very decent job of 7-10 lakh rupees and a lot of free time to explore, to get the peace. Saturday, Sunday, enjoy, party, drink, and all. Okay, but if you really ask me, the requirement of a youth at the end they need peace. Okay, they don't want tensions because they cannot handle that. Like me, I can handle tension, you can handle tension, but they don't want to handle tensions, right? That's why you will see eventually our families are getting shorter, right? Like previously we have uh, completely families, big families, right? Then we comes to 4 members or 6 members. Now we are coming to two members, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Because why it is happening? The same Western ecosystem is growing in India. Okay, so that's how things will work. And entrepreneurship is one of the option where you will find money with the peace.
Money with the peace. Yeah, maybe on later stage.
Yes.
Not for the first 5 to 10 years. Anurag is saying that, sir, peace not in the sense that I don't tensions and troubles, but peace in the way that I have done something or some changes in the world that I
So,
can.
yeah, Anurag, peace, I doesn't mean like you become a Baba or something. I'm saying whatever you are doing, you should be happy. then only you will get a peace. So happiness is the bigger factor right now, right? If I don't like any work, I will never do that properly. Okay. So one more thing I want to add. Just don't become an entrepreneur sake of doing it. Okay. If you are not at all happy, you cannot make them or make that business bigger. Okay. So if everybody is saying well, MBA Chaiwala and all, see MBA Chaiwala loves that business. That's why he is doing, and that's why he is making that business bigger. Okay. If he doesn't want to, or if he doesn't love this business, he will change and switch the other things.
Okay, I guess I got the answer, Anurag. Any more question? So there's two questions that you have asked. I will also put this on my social media handles. So just I want to know the mental framework. It's very strange. Like it's very strange. Like people are working. I guess if someone is also doing some job to and earning, I guess 1 or 2 lakhs per month, they are also very much tensed on like as they have to pay the EMI at the end of the month, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I will also put this on my social media handle so that I know what kind of thoughts they are having and what they are actually doing.
Right.
So any further questions from anyone? If you're having, please let us know. You can ask that to the sir by opening your mic or putting that in the chat box. Okay. I guess no one
Maybe
is having.
that's the only that is also one of the fear. They don't want to ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. This is also a fear that you don't want to interact. Yeah, right, sir. Maybe you can ask a silly question. Anything
Yeah,
that
it's
you are
fine.
having,
I'm
it's
not giving
fine.
any marks. Ashutosh is
Anything.
not distributing any certificates over here.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're having any kind of, as you have already vested your 1 hour of time, you must have gone outside and visited some malls or some public places and have have done chill there. But you have joined this session and already been involved for 1 hour. So if any silly question that you are having, because in college everyone is silly. I was a fool in my college. Okay, so it's like that. You can ask any question that you are having. You can do any kind of mistakes that you are having in your college days. After the college, you come with a lot of responsibility that you have to manage. So in college time, you are very carefree to do the mistakes. So yeah, any questions you are having or not? Anyone still waiting waiting for you for a question?
All right, I think Ashutosh, it's fine.
I
No
guess
worries.
no question is there. So okay, like sir, for this 1 hour, it was a very wonderful conversation with you. We dived into the very different perspective. It was a very candid conversation, unfiltered conversation, and for me, it was also a very learning opportunity for this 1 hour. And I guess those who have joined us in the evening, I guess they would have also learned something so that if they're thinking to start something from their own, they can learn. I guess one question we have got from Ayush. Uh,
How do we avoid procrastination? Uh, Ashutosh, sorry, Ayush, right? So, yeah, see, Ayush, uh, frankly speaking, you cannot avoid this, okay? Because someone will come to your life and hit the hammer very, very hard about the same thing, and they will keep you pulling, okay? They will keep you pulling and they will keep saying, don't do this. What will happen with this? You will make money better in job. You can do this. Means there will be a lot of people or negative things will come to your surroundings. Because, see, I'm just giving you one psychological thing over here because I have done a small psychology course. Uh, the reason is why people don't want someone to be successful because they have a fear. Okay, they have a fear. If they grow, they will become a powerful in the society. Getting a point? Let's say, how many are actually and really happy if somebody buys a car in the society? Ashutosh, I think it's a very strange question I am asking. But when someone purchase the cars in our friend circle, let's say, for the sake of liking, we like the button. But on the inner side of the brain, we are actually hating that. Here, how he that person buys the car, he's not earning that much. From where he get the money? What's the source of income? Right. So it's just the mindset we have built. I think you're on mute, Ashutosh. You're on mute.
Okay, sorry, sorry.
Huh.
It happens with me earlier also,
Huh.
when I used to see, but now I guess I'm very much occupied or something is like
Okay.
that. Nothing comes in my mind. But yeah, it's a normal human psychology that it
Correct.
comes.
So, and the people who can speak about it, let's say you are doing good business, you are earning 2 lakh rupees a month from your business, you are purchasing car, iPhone, earpods, headphones every month. People will come to your on your roadway and they will say, "Boss, what are you doing? That will not make successful. Kindly do a job. Don't do this. Don't do that. Just leave them." Okay. I
Hmm.
must say, never be with those guys. Okay. I have very good friends, but I never discuss about my business with them because they always procrastinate me.
It's a very good advice, sir, for me also, I guess.
Okay, because if you surround with them, if you be with them, you will never see the success, man. Never.
Hmm. Got it. So I guess as a founder, also I also receive a lot of advices. So you should know how to filter that
Yes, and
because
it's good. Let's see. At the end of the day, you are alone.
yes,
Just
exactly.
keep this in mind. Okay, if you are thinking you have a good friend, father, mother will support you. No, they all will
Nothing.
leave.
Exactly.
At the end, you have to survive. Okay, now you decide your best.
Completely agree. Completely harsh truth. As matlab, this as early as you can experience this in your life, that gonna take your life to a very different direction. Okay.
Right.
So I guess any further question from anyone? So I have I have in the chat box I have put it Siddharth sir LinkedIn profile and my profile also. So guys, you can connect with us over the LinkedIn. So in future also, if you are having any kind of question, if you are planning to start something by your own, or and you need any kind of guidance, you can reach out to Siddharth sir, and you can also reach out to me over the LinkedIn. We will be happy to know
Well,
if someone has joined our webinar and have learned something from there and started something new, that is that will be nothing will be more uh, uh, more satisfying than this for us. So I guess Dhruv, are you having any question?
Yes, I am having one question.
Yeah, please.
Firstly, good evening, sir. Am I audible
Yes,
properly to
yes,
you?
you are audible, Dhruv. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Sir, as Siddharth sir told that the college time is best time for developing the skills as well as to develop your innovations and ideas. But I have one basic question that, sir, how to manage time with the college studies, academic studies, projects, and the assignments that college used to give. So this is the basic question. And do you have any suggestion or mantra to this manager's time schedule?
Uh, I want to counter one question, bro. Right now, in which year you are?
Sir, I am currently in my just entering my third year, fifth
Means fifth
semester.
semester, right?
And
Yes,
what's
sir.
the current GPA, if you're okay to say?
Yes, sir.
What's the current CGPA?
If you
Sir,
are comfortable to
8.5.
say, okay, okay, fine.
8.5.
Yes, sir.
Now, just give me a true answer. How
Yes,
many
sir.
hours you really study before your exams?
Sir, basically, I never study before the exam because I usually revise every day whatever is being taught.
Huh.
So at last moment, I never study.
So he is a very
So,
sincere student, sir, I guess.
Dhruv, to be very frank, in India, I am saying my example. I don't know about you, but I know about you as well. We pass engineering overnight.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Me too, sir. Me too. I also passed engineering by
Now,
maybe first
uh,
year I was quite serious by studying. But from the
See, the
second year onwards, I was like, oh, I passed exam by
mantra
overnight only.
mantra for engineers is very simple. Whenever we get a pressure, we complete the things. Now it can be assignment, it can be a project, or it can be exam, right? But we just need one night. Okay. So that's the only mantra. Now, according to this, you just you can say manage your time because you know the priority, right? By studying the whole semester, if you're getting at the end 60% marks, so why you are investing whole semester? Just invest only 1 day or 2 day, right? And frankly speaking, the BTech syllabus is something which has not changed from last 30 years.
Right.
Okay, so everyone knows what is going to come in the exam.
Exactly. And one more thing in the college, and while a student is in college, there is a much more like how they try to maintain a CGPA, and also in how the CGPA can affect them in the current scenario, getting a job or something like that. Sir, any thought from your end?
You're asking me,
Yeah.
Ashutosh?
Yes, sir.
Can you please repeat what you said?
I'm asking ki in college, mostly students are very concerned about the CGPA that they are getting. I
Uh-huh.
see a lot of people, sir. I guess 80 to 90%
Mhm.
of the people are heavily concerned about their CGPA, what they are getting in the college. So at the end
Uh,
of the day, uh, what will happen if they're having a good CGPA, or at the end what matters the most? Because you have been in the industry, you have been doing the recruitment also, you have been
mhm,
also doing the recruitment for the different companies, and you're also going for the training for the different big MNCs. So
mhm.
like you have been doing the training for the big MNCs, who do the mass recruiting for all these different kind of colleges. So at the core, what matters the most?
Okay.
Because
Again,
this
I
is
will counter. Again, I will counter question Ashutosh to you only. Which was your first company?
Uh, my first company, IBM. I got placed in IBM. Yeah,
Okay. And what was the CGPA when you passed out from college?
my CGPA was, sir, 8.01. 8 CGPA, I guess I was having.
8 CGPA.
Mm.
When I passed out from college, my CGPA was 6.2.
Mm.
Okay. I was in Sony India Private Limited.
That
Okay.
time, I guess Sony was one of the
Uh,
in order
Now
to get job in this.
there was one of my friend who has 8 backlogs.
Mm.
Okay, 8 backlogs. He was also with me in the same company. Okay. Now, to be very frank, the question that you have asked, every recruiter is actually never asked for the percentage. If you apply offline, okay, or if you apply offsite, they will never ask for the percentage. To be very frank, it's a college who actually puts a barrier. Okay, it's always a training and placement officer or a TP department who puts the barrier of 50%, 60% to sit in that company, right? And still, if you apply right now, the preferred thing is the knowledge, because I am also going for the training for the corporates where I have seen the people who have still not passed out of the engineering. Okay, they are hired. I am training them. They will work. That's all. Company at the need the people who can work. Okay, you don't have a degree, doesn't matter. And the same culture is building up in India. And the same culture is actually designed by the AICT and UGC also, because now they are introducing a multiple mix of courses. With BTech, you can learn music. With music, you can learn arts in school also, right? So
Mm.
why this is mixing up? The same thing is there. You should follow your passion, and accordingly, you can find out the way. In India, still Red Bull is not there. Red Bull means not. I'm not saying the drink. That's sports. Okay. But if you see outside India, you will find most of the sports which are not in India. Why? Because there people are now maturing in terms of their happiness in their new activities. So they are finding the new ways.
Mm. I guess this question would have helped a lot of you. I guess this is the core question that every engineering student should have in their mind. I was also having this question when I was in college. So yeah, perfect. So I guess Dhruv, you got your answer, right? Anything further from your end? Okay, thanks,
Thank
Dhruv.
you, sir.
So yeah, I guess any further question? And before adding, uh, before proceeding further, I want to add that I have sent our LinkedIn profile link in the chat box, so you guys can connect with us. I guess someone was raising hand. Let me see. Anyone was raising hand? Anyone is having question? You can ask. Yeah, thanks, group. Maybe this can help you in navigating your career pathway. Uh, I guess, sir, we are having no further question. So, yeah, thank you all for joining us. And Deva Brata is having question. Yeah, Deva Brata, please go ahead.
Sir, can you please share once more the WhatsApp group link?
Sorry,
Can you please share once more the WhatsApp group link?
WhatsApp group link for what, Deva Brata?
For this session?
Acha, okay, no issue. We can talk this later on. If just stay in the call regarding that, okay? With Deva Brata, okay? Fine. Okay, so I guess no further question is there. So yeah, we are about to close the session. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And I guess you guys would have loved the session and have learned something from this. So thank you so much, Siddharth sir, for connecting us and taking your time from your busy schedule and connecting with us and guiding us. For me personally, also, I've learned a lot of things. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining and guiding us. I guess they would have at least learned the things, and they would have a bit more information and would have helped us in building some different kind of mental model from by attending this seminar. So thank you so much.
Definitely, Abdul. All right, and thank you everyone. And I hope we'll meet soon again, maybe in the next seminar soon, right? And all the best. I will see you in your entrepreneur assembly in coming future as well.
Okay,
All the best.
thank you so much, sir. So yeah, if we are about to close the session and we will be closing the session. Uh, so besides Deva Brata, I guess if any one of you are not having any question, you guys can drop off. And thank you so much for joining the session.